Hi guys, and welcome back here to Drone Emotion. Well, today we're going to be talking about the DJI Mavic 3 and why you shouldn't be getting one. But before we get started with today's video, if you're new to the channel, welcome and you want to keep up to date with any upcoming DJI product, whether it is the Mini 3 or the Inspire 3. You already know this place to come for all of the latest updates and news. And also we're currently in the road to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed yet, well, I invite you to go ahead and join Drone Emotion family. So without any much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video, which is going to be a very interesting one. Well, the Mavic 3 was presented a few weeks ago, and I mean, there are a lot of reasons why you should get one, but also there are many reasons why you should consider it twice before actually going ahead and buying this Mavic 3, because there are a lot of flaws that it has and a lot of problems that I am seeing and that a lot of people are not telling you. So go ahead and kick things off with the first one, which is going to be the resolution. If you're looking for a drone that has a super high resolution, guys, well, the Mavic 3 is not the drone from you. The Mavic 3 is only able to shoot at 5.1K, so that basically means that the Air 2S has a higher resolution. So the Mavic 3 might not be the best drone for anyone looking for a 6K or even 8K resolution. Now, another reason why you shouldn't get the Mavic 3 is because of the image resolution as well, giving us an image resolution of only 20 megapixels, which is the same thing that we had with the previous Mavic 2 Pro, which for me that's a big bummer. Let's go ahead and keep on moving on. The flight time, yes, DJI advertises 46 minutes of flight time, right? And it sounds great, but let's be honest, that is not what you will be getting in the real world. Expect to get around 30 to 33 minutes on a good day. Now, if you're flying in sports mode, well, that's going to be setting you back to around a flight time of around 25 to 26 minutes. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it is not the 46 minutes that DJI advertises. Now, let's go ahead and keep on moving on. Another reason is the controller. We have the same controller that we had with the Air 2S, with the Mavic Air 2, and with the Mini 2, which is basically a $450 drone, which is DJI's entry-level drone. And the fact that DJI is giving us that exact same controller under high tier level drone, for me, that is a big disappointment. We don't even have an LCD that gives us telemetry, so for me, that is a big issue. Well, I don't know for you, but I know for many, that is a problem as well. And another reason is the fact that the Mavic 3 is actually not compatible with your original smart controller, and I know that a lot of people spend $750 on the original smart controller, and the Mavic 3 is not compatible with it. The only controller that is compatible is the RC Pro, which is the smart controller B2.0, and it sells for over $1,000. So that might be one of the reasons why you shouldn't be getting the Mavic 3. What else do we have? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, the build quality of the drone. I have had this drone in my hands. I mean, it feels good, it feels sturdy, but I mean, it's nowhere close to what we had with the previous Mavic 2 Pro. I mean, the Mavic 2 Pro felt like true quality. The gimbal was made out of stainless steel. I mean, the whole drone was really sturdy. It felt more firm, and I definitely felt like it was made of higher quality materials. I don't know if it was just me, but that is the perception that I got once I had the Mavic 3 in my hands. So if you're looking for a very sturdy drone that's going to be able to handle very hard crashes, and you're looking for super good build quality, well, the Mavic 3 might not be the drone for you, or at least that is the perception that I got from this brand new drone from DJI. Now, one other thing is the fact that the gimbal cannot be moved left or right, just like what you could do with the previous Mavic 2 Pro. You're limited to a very tight radius. With the Air 2S, for example, or the Mavic Air 2 and also the Mavic 2 Pro, you can move the gimbal left to right completely without needing to move the drone. So this means that you could get some really nice shots up in the sky without needing to move the drone. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So there is a quick example of what I'm meaning by that, and unfortunately the Mavic 3 cannot do that. So for me, that is a big of a disappointment. Now, what other thing? Well, you might remember that on the presentation back in November, DJI advertised the 4G dongle, which was basically a little backpack that you attached to the drone and gave you unlimited range. And I was very excited for that, because even though it's not going to be able to be used in all countries because of certain regulations, you cannot fly within visual line of sight, that did meant that whenever you were flying in very Wi-Fi congested areas, that would have been a game changer. But unfortunately, that will not be coming, probably never, to the US and the rest of the world. It will only be available in Asia. So if you were hoping for the 4G dongle to work, well, that will not be coming here to America. So that's a big disappointment as well. What other things do we have? Well, the weight. That is also a big one, because this drone is close to the 1 kg mark, basically 992 grams. So if you were looking to get a CX label for this drone, well, that has not been obtained yet. DJI is working on it, but we still have nothing assured. So that is something you need to keep in mind, especially for all of you living out there in Europe, something that you need to think twice. One other thing, obstacle avoidance. Yes, the Mavic 3 has 360-degree obstacle avoidance, but unfortunately, you cannot turn it off, and it is actually quite annoying in certain scenarios. Let's say you wanted to turn it off for a certain footage scenario, and unfortunately that cannot be turned off, and that drone is going to be keeping you beeping at you, and you're not going to be able to get the shot that you want, and that is definitely quite annoying. So for all of those experienced pilots out there that want to turn off obstacle avoidance, well, you cannot turn it off. Could it come with a future update? Probably, but for now it looks like we're stuck with obstacle avoidance turned on at all times. And let's finish this video off talking about the fact that if you buy this drone, the only thing you can basically do is take photos and videos, and that is pretty much it. What about all of that, all of those nice features that DJI advertised? Well, unfortunately, those are not available, guys. In case you didn't know, the Mavic 3 is not complete, and they say that a future update will be coming supposedly on January 2022, and that will be giving us the following features: Active Track 5.0, Hyperlapse, Master Shots, Quick Transfer, Quick Shots, Focus Track, Point of Interest, Panorama, Electronic Shutter, and Auto Exposure Bracketing. So all of those features are not yet available with the Mavic 3 as of the recording of this video. So supposedly all of those features will be coming on January 2022. So we're gonna have to wait and see if there are any delays, or if DJI can actually keep their word and promise. So, and one last thing is the fact that we only have an electronic shutter with the Mavic 3. We don't have a mechanical shutter. So that is a big disappointment for anyone looking to do 3D mapping. Well, the Mavic 3 will not be the drone for you. So unfortunately, we only have an electronic shutter with this quite expensive drone. And let's finish it off talking about the pricing, guys. The starting price for the Mavic 3 is $2,200 for the base model. So it is quite a high price considering all of these things that we just mentioned. So I hope that this video helped you out a little bit on helping you see some of the bad aspects of the Mavic 3. Remember, there's still a lot of positive aspects about the Mavic 3. It is still a phenomenal drone with that micro four thirds sensor and a lot of great other things, but these were just some of the things that I wanted to highlight and share with you, because it's something that I don't see out there, and I think that it is very important for all those pilots thinking on buying this drone to know before actually making their purchase. So that is going to be a wrap for today's video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them down in the comment section down below. This is Drone Emotion, signing out.